My name is Jessica Hurley from Vitech. Thank you for joining us. At Vitech, we know that digital transformation in group insurance, benefits, and retirement administration isn't just about convenience. It's about trust. And as cyber criminals become more sophisticated, member access must evolve to stay one step ahead. That's why we've partnered with IDMe, a leader in secure digital identity verification. To explore what this partnership means for the industry, we sat down with Eric Boren, Director of Strategic Partners from IDMe, to discuss today's cyber challenges, the importance of identity verification, and the future of digital access. Thanks for joining me today, Eric.
It's a pleasure to be here, Jess. Thanks for having me.
Terrific. So let's start off with cybersecurity and the threats. They're evolving quickly, especially with the rise of AI-driven fraud and deepfakes. From your perspective, at IDMe, what are the most pressing risks facing group benefit and retirement programs today?
Well, the attacks have become increasingly sophisticated since the pandemic, when folks really moved from in-person verification to digital. That's the first problem. Second problem is we've got these state actors from China, Nigeria, Southeast Asia, all over the place that have funded cyber criminal groups to come after Americans' paychecks and benefits. Some of your watchers may have seen the 60 Minutes episode in May that showcased IDMe stopping a Chinese threat group from using an AI facial deep fake to redirect somebody's IRS refund. And that's kind of where we're at. We're seeing, it's no longer just about having a password and a login. It's the stolen data to trick these legacy systems, the call centers, et cetera. Group benefit and retirement programs are particularly at risk because the stakes are high and the users are not sophisticated. We're talking about a lot of senior people. And the biggest risk today is that assuming that that in this new world that you can still rely on those simplistic security protocols. Jess, trick question for you. How much do you think it costs to buy a stolen Social Security number?
Geez, well, I'm guessing it would be expensive, but by the way you're asking me, I'm sure maybe it isn't.
It's free or maybe up to $2.
Oh,
So your Social
terrible.
Security number in most of US are posted on the dark web, and fraudsters can pull that down. If they want to buy, say, a stolen mobile driver's license from Pennsylvania, that's about 25 bucks. So they go around and buy up the package they need to get through the call center, to get through the login systems. Last fall in Texas, one of the large retirement funds there experienced so much fraud for their members that they had to resort to Facebook posts to warn them. Um, of course, all of our retirement customers have had attacks, and unfortunately, some of those attacks have been successful. One California fund that just signed with us lost $250,000 in one transaction last year, and now they're running with IDMe.
Wow. So, so I guess the verification part has become really important, right? So, um, especially to kind of creating digital trust. And I'm sure a lot of older folks don't know exactly how that works, but how does IDMe's platform ensure that members accessing their benefits can do so securely and without creating friction or any confusion?
Yeah, so you've kind of teed up the dilemma, security and user friction or user having to jump through hoops. Our mission is to make the security as simple and easy without sacrificing that security. So things like a selfie check, government issued ID cards, geolocation, a telco check on your mobile phone, um, into a seamless process. So members don't have to jump through the hoops that I referred to. In addition, we've adopted modern techniques. So instead of even having to type in your password, which is tough for my 87-year-old mom, she can use her finger on her laptop or on her mobile phone to validate that she is who she is. And that is a great fraud busting technique. Um, the uh, the and the cool thing about IDMe is that if you have an Social Security account or an IRS account online, you already have an ID.me login and account.
Mhm.
So for you, it's going to be a 20-second login. And if you don't, then there's a self-directed flow, which takes about 5 minutes.
Got it. So, well, so you touched on something I think that's kind of near and dear to a lot of folks. And my folks are in their 80s and 90s as well, and I know, especially for older adults, many of them struggle with digital systems, right? And how does ID.me? You kind of touched on this, but how does ID.me make verification more inclusive and accessible for all members and all demographics?
Well, this is one thing we're really proud of. We've invested heavily in product. We want accessing your retirement benefits to be as easy as a transaction on Amazon, but a heck of a lot more secure. So we've got product experts from the top companies on the planet, uh, optimizing our UX flows, removing clicks, removing friction, and as a result, we verified 8 million US adults over 65 years who have gone through our system. 85% of those were able to do it through our self-directed flow that our product experts have put together. And only 13% had to uh, access a live agent from our call center to walk them through the process. The impact of the video chat, which is unique, no other solution in the market does this, is that it allows people that are not tech savvy to go through, but it also helps those that are hard to reach, tribal members, uh, Puerto Rican families that maybe have shared names and don't have bank records to be checked. So as a result of all this, number one, for example, we tripled the pass rates in Puerto Rico for the IRS. And then the second piece is we've included a lot of ADA. One of our chief designers is actually deaf. And so we have amazing ADA capabilities. We enlarge the text. For whatever disability that you might have as you're aging, we've nailed it in terms of the ability for you to use our self-service tools.
Terrific. I guess that leads me to why I partner with Vitech. Um, I know we're working on integrating the two solutions together, and integrating ID.me into our Velocity platform for group benefit and retirement administration. But I'm just kind of curious from your point of view, what does the partnership mean, and how is it significant for the industry?
This is a great 1+1 = 3 partnership. Vitech, you're a market leader in retirement and pension benefits administration. Some of your customers have trusted you for 10, 20 plus years. That's amazing. And ID.me is the largest identity network in the United States. Again, trusted by over 140 million Americans that have an account. So this is really about putting two best of breeds together to future-proof the security of your retirement benefits.
Great. Well, that's a I know many of us here at Vitech are looking forward to the partnership as it evolves. But as we look forward and we kind of come to the end of our question and answer session today, Eric, I'm just kind of curious, as you look to the future, um, and as cyber threats continue to evolve, what innovations or advancements in digital identity do you see on the horizon, and how will they shape the secure member access of your customers?
Well, fraudsters are constantly innovating their strategy. So, for example, one of the new strategies is I'm going to buy a fake phone number and attach it to a SIM card, and I'm going to do this for 70, say 100,000 SIM cards, and I'm going to sit on them for 90 to 120 days. And what does that mean? It means that now, from a fraud perspective, you have tenure on the device. It's a fraud alert. Most people know it's a fraud alert if I'm doing a telco check and the SIM is only a few days old. So what we've done is we have predictive analytics and other layers that help mitigate that type of threat. And how do we do that is we don't build all this tech in-house. We're an orchestration engine that under the hood has best of breed components that layer upon each other and they help one another. Each component helps the other become the robust security engine that we have. Um, Secondly, we've got a scalable and secure infrastructure running on Google Cloud. Um, Google's an investor, partner, and customer of IDMe. And so Google has thoroughly vetted our solution, our security, our infrastructure, so it can give utmost confidence to our constituents who use the product. Um, and and then lastly, what's unique about ID.me is that we believe the future of digital identity is not about single-use passwords and single-use verifications that you do over and over and over again to access benefits. It's about portability and interoperability. And so what that means is members should have a portable ID from Social Security and IRS to retirement to filing unemployment in your state or logging into your systems at work without having to create a new account every time. Again, this eliminates the death of many passwords dilemma that many people do, which unfortunately for the fund administrators, for the fund administrators, it means that your call center gets overloaded. So, forgotten password and account reset accounts for 30 to 60% of call center um, traffic for a fund administration. So we're eliminating all that by deflecting them to to ID.me with a better product and our own dedicated support.
Wow, that's so it's really it's evolving, and you're constantly having to build new partnerships to stay ahead of the game here. Sounds
Exactly.
sounds like a challenge. Well, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much today, Eric, for your thoughts. It's been great. I know building this partnership together has been terrific, and a lot of us here at Vitech are really excited. So just some closing thoughts. Cybersecurity is no longer an IT problem or just an IT problem. It's a member trust imperative, is what we're finding with our retirement accounts and with our even our insurance customers. As our industry embraces modernization, partnerships like this one between ID.me and Vitech ensure that convenience never comes at a cost of security. So by combining Velocity's powerful administration platform with ID.me's proven identity verification, we're helping group benefit and retirement administration organizations deliver the secure, seamless experiences that members really expect. So I just want to thank you for joining us today. From all of us here at Vitech and ID.me, thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Jess.
Thanks.